Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this popped up in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what Spirit has for you. Be sure and like the video, give me a thumbs up, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of that really helps to grow my channel, and you guys have been huge in helping me with that. So I really, really appreciate that. But it also pushes the messages out so that others can get the guidance that they need. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about traditions, beliefs. This can be, religious like type of beliefs, spiritual beliefs, right? However you practice. But this is really about like all the things that you believe in and the traditions that you have upheld, right, throughout your life. And this can be like a course of study. This can be about mentorship. It can be about leadership, but it is like that higher knowledge because the Hierophant is the connection between heaven and earth, right? So you could be deepening your spiritual practice at this time. Or like I said, you could be getting a mentor. But we'll get more into the tarot and find out. So the situation is the World card. And the World card is some kind of completion, right? And reaping the rewards after you've completed a cycle here. So, the world is about those cycles that we complete in our life. And, we have this circle here with this wreath, which always makes me think of a portal. So you're like moving into a new timeline, right? You've been through all the major arcana cards, you've learned all of these lessons, and now the cycle is closing out so that you can have a new beginning, right? And then reap those rewards for all of the hard work you've put into learning all of these lessons. So definitely a cycle trying to end here. The blockage is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about, resources, like holding on to things and, being frugal or saving, right? And building stability slowly. But as a blockage, this can be about, maybe focusing too much on the material side of things, but also like really focusing on trying to control things, not letting go of things that no longer serve you, right? So holding on to old beliefs, possibly, right, with that Hierophant there, is keeping you from completing some sort of cycle, right? There's a blockage in completing some sort of belief system or some old way of being so that you can move into a new way of being here, right? So I just feel like there is this need to, release control and try not to hold on so tightly to an old belief system here, right? And that can be in spiritual beliefs. It can be in just like a mindset, like how you earn money, right? Because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here. This can be an old belief system that you've, learned in childhood. This can be a belief system about relationships, whatever it is. It'll be different for each of you. So the root cause of this is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is stability. This is, independence, like standing on your own here, right? Whether you're in a relationship or not. This is just about like your personal independence, right? And having success and enjoyment, right? Like knowing that you can handle things on your own. And really being able to kind of just be stable and grounded, right? And I also feel like it's, this can be like overworking or not focusing on self-care. But I feel like there's some kind of belief system in doing things alone or being able to do things by yourself, right? Like maybe you've been told that you have to have a partner, or you have to have some sort of job, right? Like whatever the belief is in your independence, or you kind of being able to handle things on your own. This could just be a mindset, right? Or it could be, comments from parents, guardians, family members, or even friends. Like people, even throughout life, have made you feel like you can't do things on your own, or you can't, you know, be stable and grounded and be able to handle things on your own, right? This has very much to do with like self-worth and being able to, um, take care of things on your own, not even financially, just, on your own, period. So, in the recent past, what is still affecting this situation, we have the Seven of Cups. So, the Seven of Cups is about dreams, right? And possibilities, daydreaming, like having all of these options, right? And knowing that you have choices, but you need to choose one, right? And have like a solid plan before you can move forward. So, there could have been some confusion in the past, right? And maybe disillusionment that maybe you thinking that you can't do things on your own. I really feel like we're ending some kind of cycle in you holding on to an old belief that you can't do things, right? Knowing that you have options, but also don't let things, deceive you, whether that's other people's opinions or just in your mindset alone. Maybe you're worried that things are too good to be true, right? Or you're really, you're not seeing the truth of a situation here. Again, because you're in disillusionment due to beliefs. So your higher self or your guides are giving you the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is very grounded, very stable. He's able to make decisive actions and really be grounded, right? So, not being so emotional, right? And knowing that he's got that drive and he can really go after things, right? And he can make good financial decisions and good choices, right? So, this could be like um, tapping into that healthy masculine energy, right? This could be something that you learned in childhood from like a father figure too, because the King of Pentacles is like a father figure. And that doesn't even have to be like your actual father. It could just be like a male, maybe at a job, maybe your, ex-husband, something, or current husband, right? Um, but it's also about really just needing to remain stable, remain grounded, and focus on that long-term stability. Because on the flip side of that, the um, reverse card can be about like somebody who's too focused on material wealth, right? So maybe that was somebody that was very self-centered, or very indulgent, too focused on the material, or like how things look, right? Like superficial type of behavior. And that's what's kind of caused you to make you think that you can't do things on your own. So, in the immediate future, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about feeling stuck or feeling trapped, right? And feeling like there's no way out, or that you're stuck in a situation. So, you could have been stuck in a mental prison, right? Like thinking again that you can't do things on your own. You can't handle, whether that's, any situation, like just feeling like you're unworthy of having a good job, unworthy of the lifestyle that you want, right? And just feeling trapped in your current reality. But I feel like, with the reverse, this is you freeing yourself from that. I really do feel like you're going to end this cycle of holding on to old beliefs. And this is you really freeing yourself from those negative thought patterns and being able to see the truth of the situation, right? Like you can be independent and you are a strong person. So, in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Magician, which I absolutely love. So, the Magician is the master manifester, right? Like he creates the world that he wants. He takes the actions that he needs to create his reality. He has all the tools that he needs. He has the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles, air, earth, fire, and water. And you see here he has one hand to the sky and one to pointed to the ground, like as above, so below. It's about manifesting and taking those actions to bring your dreams here to reality. And so you could be really feeling inspired and, personally empowered here and really wanting to create your dreams and desires and then taking those actions. So you could be feeling very empowered, very in touch with your personal power. If you're not, then this could be you feeling disempowered, right? Like you can't stand in your power. I don't feel that though. I feel like you're starting to come out of that. You're ending a cycle of beliefs and moving into this more empowered energy. So, in the environment, what is influencing the situation right now? We have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about choices and decisions, right? Twos are always about balance, choice, decisions, but this is about making a choice for your future. So it's about expanding, right? And really kind of going out to explore the world. So this person is standing on top of a building, probably a castle, and he's looking out to the horizon, right? And he has this globe in his hand. It's like you have the whole world at your fingertips here. You have the whole world in your hands. But you need to step out of this comfort zone. You have to leave this castle and go out and explore and go out and find what it is that you do want, right? In order to build the life that you want, right? So you could be comfortable, right? Maybe you're, financially stable, or, you're in a home that you like, or, whatever it is. But there's this need to, or this want to go out and create the life that you do want with this Magician card. So, even if you can pay your bills, or you are like in a house that you do like, there's always, this need to want more, or want to succeed, or to do better, right? And that's okay to do. But it's also about making a plan and then taking the next steps to move out of a comfort zone. So in your thoughts and fears, we have the Hanged Man. And I feel like this could go both ways, right? So the Hanged Man is about being at a pause so that you can see things from a different perspective, right? So you could have felt stagnant or feel like, things are not moving forward and you've kind of been stuck for a little bit. But it's about waiting in order to shift your perspective, right? So maybe you're hopeful to see things from a different perspective, or to kind of come out of this Hanged Man energy. You could also be fearing that things are stuck and stagnant, right? So it could be a little bit of both. But just knowing that you're at a pause for a reason, and it's because Spirit wants you to see things from a different perspective. They want you to change your beliefs about your self-worth here, and know that you can create your reality and bring those wishes here to fruition, right? Like you can build the life that you want. It's just having that self-confidence and changing the beliefs that have been ingrained in you, maybe since childhood, since this father figure, or, this could have been a grandfather, whatever it is. But I just feel like this may have been something that you learned in childhood as well. So the potential outcome here is the Wheel of Fortune, which I love. And I know a lot of people, I'm not patient. So this is not always my favorite card, but it is a very good card to get, right? Like things are starting to move in your favor here, right? This is karma, good luck, and cycles and change, right? So again, we had this World card. So cycles are changing. Things are moving. Maybe they're happening behind the scenes and you can't see them right now, because the Wheel of Fortune doesn't happen overnight, right? And even with this Two of Wands, it's about needing to take those small steps, right? You don't have to just take this giant leap of faith like with the Fool card. This is about taking those actionable steps, small steps towards building the life that you want. So I feel like, Spirit's working things out behind the scenes here. The wheel is starting to turn, and it may take some time, right? Just so that you can see it from a different perspective and really release these thought patterns. But, our lives do go in these cycles. Like this wheel continuously moves, and we're always growing through those cycles and just really surrendering, right? You have the Hanged Man, which is about surrendering control and letting Spirit handle things here. So in the meantime, really heal this thought pattern, really kind of work with this, learn how to, maybe do some self-worth, self-love exercises. I have some on my website if you're interested, but you can listen to like positive affirmations. And I know that those sound silly, but they've really helped me a lot. Listen to frequencies, journal about things, meditate, manifest, right? All of those good things in the meantime while things are working out. And I know that that's, again, not something you want to hear when you really want to move forward, but I know that divine timing is so important. As much as I hate admitting that, because again, I'm not patient, but things really are coming together for you, and they're going to, come together in a way that you probably don't even realize. It's just, in the meantime, really heal this mindset and this belief system, right? And that's not easy to do. So I feel like maybe spirit has you at a pause right now just so you can see that you are valued and that you are capable of handling things on your own, right? And just because somebody told you that doesn't mean that it's true, right? That's their thoughts. Those are their beliefs. It doesn't have to be yours. Just know that you can change that mindset and you're not stuck. You can handle things on your own here. So I feel like just keep manifesting and keep working with spirit, and maybe even make a plan in the meantime, right? Like, what do you want to manifest? What do you want your life to look like? So that when things start coming together, you can watch for them and then you can build the life that you want here. So I really love this for you. I think the possibilities are endless and things are really going to start opening up. Again, just trust and know that the divine is working in your favor here. So I hope that message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.